All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is Monday, one of my favorite days of the week, definitely my favorite work day of the week, and I treat every day like Monday. So I'm super excited about today's show. Please, if you're coming on, hit that like button, hit the share button, tag Lolly Dolly everybody, and let them know the Ramon Preston Show is on. We are live right here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. And today we're going to be talking about 5 simple strategies to grow your sales. My hope and expectation is that you have had an extraordinary weekend so far. And I know you can have an extraordinary week, especially if you can create new strategies to grow your sales. We're talking about your revenue, your profits, you putting yourself in a position. I want you to hit the like button. I want you to hit the share button. I want you to tag Lolly Dolly everybody and let them know your boy Ramon Preston and the Ramon Preston Show. We are live right here in the beautiful Buckhead community of Atlanta. Today is May the 16th, 2022, Monday, May 16th, 2022. And we are here live in Buckhead at our headquarters, and we have already began the process of executing an extraordinary week. And so I want you to please put in the comments what city you're watching us from today. Wherever you're watching us from today, please put in the comments. Let us know where you're watching us from. I want to say thank you to all of you that are a part of our business community. Whether you join us every day on the show, whether you are a student in our Millionaire Blueprint on Ramon Preston University, maybe you are a coaching client, a mentee, maybe you're a part of one of our other programs. I want to say thank you so much. Every time someone joins any of our programs, we just get super excited because we already know at some point your life is going to grow, your business is going to grow, your ministry, if you have a ministry, is going to grow. Your finances are going to grow. You know why? Because healthy things grow. And when you are around healthy people, when you are in a healthy environment, when you become a member of a healthy ecosystem, guess what happens to you? You become healthy and you get to grow. And that's what we want to talk about today. We want to talk about you growing, you growing, you growing, 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 growing. So if you could put your city in the comments, let us know what city you're watching us from. If you have any questions while I'm giving you my spiel for the day, please put your questions in the comments. I will be more than happy to answer any of your questions. By the way, for all of you that have pre-registered, you have RSVP'd for our upcoming one night revival and our upcoming Millionaire Mastermind. I want to say thank you. If you haven't, I want to give you a link at the end of the show so that you can RSVP and get your seat reserved early. It is going to be a free event that we host probably 9 weeks from now. So you pretty much got 2.5 months to prepare to join me in person here in Buckhead. But it's going to be an amazing weekend. We're going to have a one-night revival, and then we're going to host a Millionaire Mastermind that Saturday, and it's going to be absolutely extraordinary. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, welcome, welcome to the Ramon Preston Show. I am your host, Ramon Preston, and every Monday through Friday, like today, Monday, May the 16th, we show up here on the show, 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time, to share information with you that we know can help you start your business, structure your business, and scale your business into 6 figures and beyond. Everything that I share with you on this show is a reflection of my life and an extension of our company. So we have a consulting division where we consult clients to start their businesses, to structure their businesses. We have a coaching division where we work with clients, we coach them, we provide for them resources, training, we provide tools, we provide support and strategies for them to structure their businesses and scale their businesses as well. We have a training division called Ramon Preston University. It is an online training university. We have ministry training programs. We have business and financial training programs. And Ramon Preston University is the home of the Millionaire Blueprint. It is our signature program, a business and financial wealth building system. So if you are interested in learning more about business, how to start and structure holding companies, how to establish your divisions and your subsidiaries, if you're interested in learning more about financial literacy, creative tax strategies, you might be interested in learning the steps that you need to take to become a millionaire, to literally make 6 and 7 figures in your business. You may need to learn about sales, marketing, goal setting, scheduling, all of these things, real estate investing. We have all of these courses in our world-class program called the Millionaire Blueprint. And we actually offer that blueprint for free to everyone who joins any of our coaching or consulting programs. So if you are a member of our mentorship program, you get the Millionaire Blueprint for free. If you join our business certification program, if we're training you as a coach and a consultant, we're giving you that Millionaire Blueprint for free. So I'm super excited. Today, I want to talk to you about the 5 simple strategies for growing your sales, So if you have a business, or if you know as an individual, you want to increase your revenue. You want to make more money. You want to get to a place to where you can have enough money to do the things you want to do. Well, all of it is centered around sales. So no matter how you slice it or dice it, the word sales is synonymous with revenue. The word sales is synonymous with income. The word sales is synonymous with profit. So if you want to increase your revenue, if you want to increase your income, if you want to make more profit, if you want to get the bag, guess what you're going to have to get used to? You're going to have to get used to sales. Period. There's no other way you can put it. If you want to make money, if you want to get the bag, if you want to put yourself in a financial position to be financially free, whether you have a business or not, you could just be selling things on the side. You could just be doing work on the side. You could just be creative and selling your ideas, whatever it is. If you want more revenue, if you want more income, if you want more profit, you got to get used to sales. And so today, I want to share with you 5 simple strategies. 5 simple strategies for growing your sales. These 5 strategies, I have taught these to a lot of our clients. I've taught them to a lot of our students. I teach them to my team, to my staff, because I want everybody around me to do better. And I know if you're gonna do better, at some point, you're gonna have to do better in your sales. You're gonna have to do better in your income, in your revenue, in your profits. A lot of people try to skip around and tiptoe around money, when the truth is, all this other stuff you wanna do in your life and all this other stuff you wanna have in your life, it is directly connected to money, period. So you want to live a better quality of life. You want health care. You want to eat better. You want to buy food that's healthy. You want to travel. You want to be at peace. You want your kids to get an education. You want your spouse to be happy. You don't want your children to suffer. You want to be a blessing to your church. You want to serve the community. You want to help those who are less fortunate. Well, guess what? All those things require money. All those things require you putting yourself in a position to make more money, generate more profits, increase your income, see more revenue, make more sales. So today, I'm talking to you about the 5 simple strategies for growing your sales, okay? The first strategy I want to tell you about is called I call it the barter strategy. Okay? This is the barter strategy. This is the first strategy I want to talk to you about. So if you're taking notes, I want you to write that down. The barter strategy. And again, if you have any questions, just drop the questions in the comments. I will be more than happy to answer your questions. So what is the barter strategy? Have you ever heard of the word barter? This is the barter strategy. The barter strategy, like before there was the type of market that we have today, people and businesses used to barter. Like if you Google the word barter, right, you're going to realize that, oh, bartering was something that people did every day. So for example, if you had someone who could cut grass, but they didn't have any food, and then you had another person who owned a little farm where they had vegetables and fruits, right? Well, the guy that cut grass would go to the farmer and say, hey, I'll trim your trees, I'll cut your grass, I'll take care of your farm if you let me take a bag of food home every day for my family. And then the farmer say, okay, that's cool. So in exchange for your services, I'm gonna give you my services, or I'm gonna give you some products or whatever it is. That's bartering. This is actually a strategy that you can use to grow your sales. So think about the kind of business that you're in right now. Even if you don't have a legitimate business, are you a network marketer? If you're a network marketer, you're already kind of bartering, because you're taking the service of you, the product of you, the business of you, and you're giving it to another company for them to give you something in exchange. And so bartering is something that can actually help your sales grow. So you want to use the barter strategy. Here's what I tell a lot of entrepreneurs. And again, you got to get your pride and you got to set it aside. You got to get your ego and all this other crap out of the way, because here's how you can barter. Here's how you can barter. Let's say you are business A. Okay? And let's say you got somebody that has business B over here. Okay? So this is how you can barter in the middle. Bartering is not just you as business owner B asking business owner A to let you get their products and services in exchange. You're going to give them your products and services. That's one form of bartering. I think another form of bartering is you taking the products and services that you sell here in your business, and then this person taking the products and services that they sell in their businesses, and you creating a hybrid product and service that's actually made up of both. So that now when someone comes to this business person, they can actually offer your services as a hybrid, and both of you are able to monetize. So it's like you sharing each other's businesses in the form of a barter in order for both of you to make money. Like so many times I see entrepreneurs, they're over here with businesses and they struggling. They're not making enough money, or they don't have enough products and services, but they have people that are coming through their pipeline. You got people that you're talking to, and you know you got business A, and the people you talk to don't need what you got in business A, but they need what somebody else got in business B. And instead of you creating a barter, a relationship with business B so that you can have a hybrid product, or so that you can bring their products over to you, or maybe you could go to their products. Bartering is a form of, bartering is also a form of partnership. Bartering is a form of partnership. One of my mentors, he always says this. He always says this. He says, he always says this. One of my business mentors, he says, collaboration is the new currency. Collaboration is the new currency. So bartering is a form of partnership. It's two people coming together and joining in partnership for the purpose of them being able to grow their sales, thus growing their business. So I want to ask you a question. If there are certain products and services that you don't sell, but you know you need because your clients or customers need them and you know they can benefit from them, why don't you build a barter relationship or a partnership with that other company, with that other business owner? And see, here's the thing. When it comes to products and services, here's what I want you to understand about products and services. When it comes to products and services, here's what I want you to understand about this, okay? When it comes to products and services, you don't have to own the products and services. You just have to have a relationship to use them. That's the game. The game is for you to not own the products and services. That's your ego. That's your pride. That's you in your own head thinking that I gotta own everything. I gotta be the final decision maker. No, I don't. I'm not gonna let my ego about this idea or my pride about this idea get in the way of my financial success. I wanna make money. I wanna grow my sales. And if I need to connect, collaborate with another business owner, I understand collaboration is the new currency. So if collaboration is the new currency, a lot of people are not generating enough currency. They're not growing their sales because they're not collaborating. They're trying to figure out how they can do it on their own. This is one of the reasons why, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, and this is really not a sales pitch. It's really just me being honest in this moment. This is one of the reasons why I started my licensing program, because I realized that I'm just really good at putting content together and creating curriculum. I've always been this type of person. Ever since I've started my leadership career, my ministry, and my entrepreneurial career, I've always been the person that put curriculum together. I can remember when one of the first churches I became a part of, and they started using me to preach and to teach on Bible studies, and I used to lead certain groups and help them with certain initiatives. Like the first year I was a part of that church, I created a new members manual. I created a discipleship program. I created an entrepreneurship initiative. I mean, I created all kind of, and I had pamphlets. I had booklets. I had training manuals, because in my mind, I always wanted people to understand what they were doing. And so this is one of the reasons why I started our licensing program, because I wanted people who are in my space, people who want to be in the space of coaching and consulting and training. I wanted them to move the hard work out of the way, trying to create stuff, and it may just take them too long. They may never get to the goal line. I wanted them to eliminate that. I wanted them to skip lines. I wanted them to cut in the line and be able to just grab curriculum, grab information, grab content, and just resell it, repurpose it, and make money immediately. And guess what? That's a form of bartering, okay? So the first strategy, which is a very simple strategy to grow your sales, is barter, the barter strategy, okay? That's the first strategy, the barter strategy. And again, the barter strategy is not just about you taking a product and service, giving it to someone else, and in exchange, they give you a product and service. Sometimes it's about you joining forces with that business owner, partnering together, figuring out, can we sell a product that's made up of both of ours? Can we sell a service that's made up of both of ours? I was watching one of my favorite shows last night, and when they got to the end of the show and the gentleman was showing this business what he actually did to make their business better, he created a partnership with them in another business because there were certain products they didn't have in their business that they needed for the customers that came in to offer it to them. And so because this consultant came in and helped them to understand a strategy similar to the barter strategy, now when their customers came in to get their products and services, they could offer other products and services because they were thinking about the customer. So bartering is really about you thinking about your customer, you thinking about the market, you thinking about how I can make it easier for people so that they don't have to go through 3 or 4 other steps to get what they need to to complete what they're getting from me. Make it easier for them, okay? So that's the first strategy. The second strategy is the service strategy. The service strategy. Now remember, this is the first strategy, the barter, right? The second strategy is the service strategy. What do you mean by service? This is what I mean. Serving. Like you need a strategy to serve the people in your community. So if you are in a certain industry, if you're in a certain space, if you sell certain products and services, especially if you sell products, you need to figure out what services can you add to your products. What services can you add to your products? Like, here's a product, right? So if I'm selling this product, what service can I add? Okay, I could add free shipping if somebody buys it. What other service can I provide for it? Well, I could provide a service to where if you buy one of these and you show a receipt, I'll give you a free service. I'll give you something in addition to this. So there are other services. Now, if you're real crazy, you can say, hey, listen, if you buy this product, here's the service. I'll put water in it and I'll hold it while you drink it. You just do whatever you got to do. So that's one form of the service strategy. Another form of the service strategy to grow your sales is learn to become a service provider. Learn to become a service provider. Learn to figure out creative ways to be more of a service to the people you would like to have as customers and clients. Like your business should be a service provider. A lot of entrepreneurs, they miss this. So like, for example, if you are in a specific industry providing a service or selling a product, how many other services that are interconnected to that program or that product and service that you can actually provide or help facilitate to your customers and clients? You got to make it easy for them. You got to make it easy. So there may be 4 or 5 other things that are connected to the thing that you do, but because you're not in that business, you just don't even entertain it. I've had this conversation with a lot of my clients. I know one client in particular, he works with a group of people who provide a certain service, right? And so he realized that the service that this group of people were providing was not including certain things that he provides. So what did he come up with? He came up with a strategy to provide 3 or 4 other services in addition to the service he's providing with this group of people. So now when he's having a conversation with this client about one service, he can also circle back around either in the conversation or to follow up and say, in addition to that service that we're providing or that we provided, we have 3 or 4 other services that we can provide. So who exactly is providing those services for you? Now you can have a whole new conversation because you have become a service provider in many capacities. And just because you're not the one that's providing the service doesn't mean you can't facilitate it. It doesn't mean you can't facilitate it. You could be at a brick and mortar. Have you ever gone to the mall, or have you ever gone to a store and you've seen people come there? They've had people to show up there to provide certain services to their customers and clients, because this is a service strategy. And it may be separate businesses. It may be total different businesses. But hey, I would still want to have that opportunity because I want to provide a service to my community and to my marketplace. And so the second strategy, this is a simple strategy to grow your sales, is the service strategy. Figure out more ways to provide more services to your community. You cannot just be focused on the thing that you do, the thing that you sell, the thing that you offer, and not offer not just free services or complimentary services in that area, but also other services that are interconnected to it. You got to be able to do that. It's very, very important. Okay. All right. So now let's get to the third simple strategy for growing your business. So number one is the barter strategy. Number two is the service strategy. Number three, the income strategy. The income strategy. So now this strategy it's got a couple layers to it, okay? It's got a couple layers. The first layer to this strategy is, if you already have income, like if you already got money coming in, where is this money coming in at? So you may be a W-2 employee. If you're a W-2 employee, and I say this all the time because every time I say it, there's a new person who hears it and responds by telling me that I didn't know that. If you're a W-2 employee, well, if you have a business, especially if you have a business, not if you have a business, but if you are a W-2 employee and you own a business, one of the first things you should be doing is you should be going up on your exemptions or allowances on your W-4 form to the point that you're not even paying federal taxes, because you want all of that money to show up in your net, your take-home pay, because your gross is not going to come home with you if you got all these taxes coming out. Now, there are some things you can't avoid, maybe state taxes or whatever, but your federal taxes, you can lower your taxes or minimize, in most cases, eliminate them totally by readjusting your W-4 form. So this is an income strategy, because if you are a business owner, okay, and you still work a W-2 job and you did not claim enough exemptions or allowances, I know traditionally you see on your W-4 form dependents, then that means your tax bill is going up and your take-home pay is going down. You need to reverse that. This is an income strategy, okay? Now, if you are a 1099 or a business owner and you do not have a W-2 job, how does the income strategy work for you? Well, first of all, you need to have a personal financial plan. You need to have a personal financial plan. I actually have a free 5-step millionaire plan that I give to everyone. It is a manual that you can use all 5 steps, and there are videos that come with the manual to show you how to exactly implement each of these 5 steps. These are the 5 steps that took me from hood figure to 7 figures. I know they work because I work them. I know they work because I work them. So I have a free 5-step millionaire plan, but this would be a part of your income strategy. So even if you're W-2, you should use this 5-step plan. But I want you to understand that an income strategy outside of you readjusting your W-4 is about you taking control of what? Your income. Why do you want to take control of your income? Because your income is by far your number one wealth building tool. If you cannot get control of your income, you will never control your financial outcome. Does that make sense? If you cannot control your income, you will never get control of your financial outcome. And most of the times when you are not in control of your income, guess who or what is controlling your income? I'll tell you who or what is controlling your income. Here's your income. No matter what that dollar amount is, your income strategy needs to be to take control of this, because this is your number one wealth building tool. If you're going to build wealth, you have to figure out a way to control your income. Outside of certain strategies that we talked about, like your W-4 strategy, you've got to learn to take control of your income. How do you do it? You need a financial plan. What do you mean by a financial plan? Well, I just shared with you that I have a free 5-step millionaire plan. It is a financial plan that you can use step by step to become financially free by taking control of your income. Okay, I'll be willing to give you that free link. If you need it, just let us know in the comments. We'll make sure we drop that link in there for you. But you need a financial plan. And a part of your financial plan is to learn how to manage your income and your expenses on a day-to-day basis. You need to know how much money you have coming in, how much money you have going out. Well, Ramon, I don't have enough money coming in. I got more money going out. You still need to quantify that. It doesn't matter. You can have $1,000 a month coming in, and you can have $4,000 a month going out. You still need to know that you are negative $3,000 to the dollar. You got to know that amount. So I've got people around me that will tell you every time I've sat down with them and we've gone through this math, it changed their perspective, because even though they didn't have enough money coming in, because they knew exactly how much money they had going out, they could quantify and figure out how short they are. So for example, let's say if this was your income. Let's say if your income was $1,000 a month. And let's say your expenses were $4,000 a month. This is just a hypothetical example. That means you are negative $3,000. Now again, you can add zeros to this and it could show you your situation. You could be bringing in $10,000 a month, spending $40,000 a month. You could be bringing in $5,000 a month, spending $8,000. So use your numbers, but I just want to show you. In this case, you bring $1,000 in, you spend $4, you're minus $3 every month. Well, at least I know where I start at. I need to start at, how do I make $3,000 a month to break even? Now I can divide this by 20 days. If I'm working 5 days a week, I can divide this by 30 days. If I'm working 7 days a week. So for example, if I'm short $3,000 a month, I can divide 3,000 into 20, and I can see that I need $150 a day just to break even. If I divide it into 30, I can see I need $100 a day just to break even. So every day I wake up, I know I need to put some type of income strategy in place to grow it so that I can get beyond 150, so I can start seeing positive cash flow. But you cannot put those financial strategies in place if you don't have a plan. That's a part of the income strategy. So 5 simple strategies for growing your sales. Number 1 was what? The barter strategy. Number 2 was what? The service strategy. Number 3 is the income strategy. Number 4, this is called the social strategy. This is the social strategy. What do you mean by the social? How is a social strategy gonna like grow my sales? How do you think it's gonna grow your sales? Like so many people, I tell people this all the time and they just don't listen because they're worried about, see, people that I talk with a lot, especially entrepreneurs, they got their pride and their ego in the way. They're so focused on trying to be right. They're so focused on trying to prove a point. They're so focused on trying to impress people, to make people think they further along than they are. They never grow. They never grow. They never grow. I wish entrepreneurs would be more humble about their process. What do you mean, Ramon? How can I be more humble about my process? Just be real about where you are. If your business is not making positive sales, you're not generating enough revenue, it's not really taking care of its own responsibilities as a business outside of you funding it or financing it through your job or through your credit cards or through something else, accept that and be humble about it. And then accept the fact that the reason why it's like that is because you don't know enough. You don't know enough. So many entrepreneurs, they're so caught up in their ego and their pride. They swear up and down they know what they're doing, and they do not know how to run a successful business. They do not see the blind spots and the roadblocks because they're too blinded by their idea of what success is. When if you're not growing sales, I tell this to my team all the time, we need to make money. We're not here to, this is not a charity. Okay, I have a charity, I have a church, I have a ministry. I do a lot of great community service. I give away a whole lot of stuff. But here is a business. And in this business, we have a service to provide. We have products and programs to give to people. We have people that we have to help to make sure that they're succeeding, and we get paid for that. That's what we get paid to do. And we're very deliberate, we're very intentional about growing our sales. That's what it's about. It's not about us goofing off and kikiing and having random, vague, going nowhere conversations with people. How can we do business together? How can we take what we have and give it to you to help your business grow? And in return or in exchange, you pay us to be there for you. That's business. And so a lot of entrepreneurs, they mess up. And this is right with the social strategy, because this strategy may be senior to some of the other strategies that I talked about. It may be. You know why? Because social media, for the most part, is free. It's free 99. Right? Social media is free 99. That's how much it costs to be on social media. Free 99. And I keep telling entrepreneurs all the time, you cannot be on social media enough. And here's the lame excuse I always get. And if you're watching this and you've ever given me one of those lame excuses, I hope you feel horrible right now. Here's one of the lame excuses I get. I don't have time, but you broke. I don't have time, but your business is not succeeding. I don't have time, but your business ain't growing. I don't have time, but you can't afford to get people to help you. I don't have time, but you always struggling with money. You know why? Because you don't have time. You got 24 hours in a day. And if you were not goofing off, if you were not wasting time, if you were not doing all these things that are not making you money, if you were not spending your time on non-revenue generating activities, that's what you got to do. If you're not putting all your time in revenue generating activities, and you start putting your time in revenue generating activities, guess what starts happening? You start seeing your sales grow. And so social media is free. It's free 99. The social strategy is you sitting down and putting a strategy together for creating content, distributing it to social media, and making sure that it continues to be valuable enough for people to listen to it. So this is a lesson that we all have to learn. And guess what? This is a lesson that I continue to learn every day. But one thing you ain't gonna say is that Ramon Preston don't show up on social media, because I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna show up. And all of it ain't me running ads. Yes, I run ads when I want to, but a lot of times it's just organic. I'm just doing what I need to do because this is a part of my social strategy. So I host a show, Ramon Preston Show. This show you're watching, Monday through Friday, 12 o'clock noon Eastern Standard Time. So I take about an hour of my day at the height of noon to drop on here live when I don't know, you might not know me personally, but I got a lot going on. I have a lot of responsibilities. I have an entire for-profit and nonprofit organizational enterprise that I am the CEO of, that I am the overseer of. I have a ministry with ministries. I have a business with businesses. I have a lot of responsibilities. I got a lot of things that I do every day. And my team and the people who are around me will tell you that this dude is doing a lot. But guess what? I still have time for my social strategy. Because my social strategy, if it doesn't pay off immediately, it will pay off eventually. Because one thing, or at least sometimes, one thing you can't take is the content that I create, unless I don't have access to a platform. But even then, I've got a lot of my content already in my database or on one of my personal sites or in the cloud somewhere, or it's on a drive. So it's not like everything will be taken. I got a lot of it myself. This is a social strategy. So if you are selling products and services, if you are the product and service you're selling, you need to be, not should be, you need to be on social media every day. Every day. And you should not be on social media, watch this, you should not be on social media, I'm talking to you entrepreneurs, to you people who want to make sales, who want to grow your businesses. You shouldn't be on here as a consumer. You should be on here as a producer. So you always on social media voicing your doggone opinion about what you think, how you feel, who's doing what they said, all that crap. Ain't none of that making you no money. Ain't none of that making you no money. None of that matters. You should be on social media as a producer. How can I produce content relative to the products and services that I provide? How can I have conversations every day? Because that's really what it's about with marketing, right? It's about you having a conversation every day. So every day I'm showing up, I'm having a conversation with you, whether it's through this show, whether it's through a reel, whether it's through a post, whether it's through a picture, whether it's through a 3-4 minute snippet of some event that I'm hosting or something that I'm doing. I want to have a conversation with you because I know at some point in your life, you're going to need help with a few very important things. And guess what those things are? As far as I'm concerned, you're going to need help starting a holding company. Okay? You're going to need help starting a holding company. The moment you find out anything about a holding company, the moment you realize how powerful owning a holding company is, the moment you read information, watch a video, get the game from somebody about the importance of having a holding company and how it can help you build wealth and create a legacy, that's going to be the moment you may think about me if you see me enough and hear me enough. I want to be on the top of your mind because my business specializes in helping you start your holding company. My business specializes in helping you structure your holding company with systems, with processes. My company assists you in building your organization out, making sure that your holding company is structured correctly, making sure that your divisions and your subsidiaries are started and structured correctly, making sure you have the right systems and processes. We have programs to train you on those things so you can know how to run your holding company. We have coaching programs and consulting services that we can work with you and assist you in configuring those systems, building your company out, helping you with your sales and your marketing and your staff and your leading and all of these things that are going to grow your business. That's what my company does. And if I'm having a conversation with you over and over again, at some point you're going to think to yourself, let me give Mr. Ramon Preston a call because he is the holding company coach. Matter of fact, that was a new name or a new designation somebody gave me. So I'm going to start using that one. You're the holding company coach. So I can take that. Because almost every time I talk to somebody new about the holding company, they say, man, you know a whole lot about this. You got the game on this. And a lot of people ain't talking about it. You the man. You the one. You the holding company coach. So just by the way, before I give you my fifth and final strategy for growing your business, if you are interested or in the market to start a holding company, or if you already have a LLC or a few set up and you just want to restructure it with the holding company concept, I want you to reach out to me because I have courses, I have video tutorials, I have all the documents and forms you need. We provide services to start your holding company if you need help starting it. We have an online training program to teach you all the ins and outs of a holding company and all the other systems you need for your company. We have a coaching program where we can coach you. We can have a few coaching sessions with you to really make sure that you're putting your organization together correctly. All of that we have available for you. And all you have to do is text the word millionaire so we can help you become one. Text the word millionaire to 404-478-7213. That's only if you want to grow your sales and you know you're not going to be able to do it on your own. If you are an individual, if you're an individual who you just can't get past your ego, you can't get past your pride, you just can't see yourself getting help from nobody because you think you're going to figure it out, just keep living. Let me know how that works. But for those of you that know you need these strategies in your business, more importantly, you need your business started and structured correctly. You're everywhere in your head, you're confused, you don't know how all these pieces gonna work together, you have a lot of ideas, you don't know how to convert them into products and services. We have a program that walks you through all of that, and I know it works because we have proof in our clients that it actually works. So text millionaire to 404-478-7213. You text that word millionaire to me today. I'm gonna reach back out to you. We're gonna take a few minutes to assess your business, to see where you are, maybe your ideas, you haven't started your business yet, and we'll give you the best direction on what program would work for you to help you get to your place of success. Okay, so take that number down, text millionaire to this number, 404-478-7213. All right, now here is our fifth and final simple strategy for growing your sales. This is what I call the Google strategy. This is the Google strategy. And every business should operate like Google does. Every business should operate like Google does. What is the Google strategy? Here's what the Google strategy is. First of all, think about Google, okay? Google owns YouTube. What is Google most known for? Almost like what YouTube is known for. It is a search engine, right? Google is a search engine. So anytime you want to know anything, what do? You go to Google, maybe Safari, you got an iPhone. You go to Google and you type in what you want to learn, because Google is a search engine. Google is what most businesses should be. The go-to, the information hub, the data mining, the R&D, the place of value. Every entrepreneur, every business owner, even if you ain't got a business, even if you still working on your business, the Google strategy will help you. Think about it. You can become the go-to. A lot of times I get business from people who just call me and ask me questions about the holding company. Remember, I'm the holding company coach, right? I teach on holding companies. I have programs on holding companies. I coach people on how to start holding companies. Most of my coaching clients have started holding companies or have restructured their current companies under a holding company because I coach them through that process. So I know it works, right? But guess what? I have had to become the go-to. Now there are many people, my personal assistant will tell you this. Anybody on my team will tell you this. There are a lot of people who get information from me. They don't buy anything from me, but I'm still the go-to. And I get a lot of thanks from people. I get a lot of, I appreciate you, because they know if you catch me and you ask me a question, I'm gonna give you an answer. I'm the go-to guy. I'm the information hub. If you want to know about what you need to know about when it comes to holding companies, divisions, subsidiaries, starting them, structuring them, these things that make up a successful business, I'm the information hub. And guess what? A lot of what we do is data mining. What do you mean data mining? We mine. You know, like a diamond mine, they got to go deep to find whatever it is that creates the diamonds. They got to go deep when they're mining for gold, right? Or precious stones. That's what we do in our business. We want to data mine. We want to find out the information that other people don't want to find out, and we want to provide that information to people who need it. That's what data mining is. R&D is research and development. So we're always looking for ways to do business better so we can serve our clients. This is the Google strategy. We want to be the business that provides value. If you go to my YouTube page, if you look at almost 1,500 videos that I have on YouTube, you will find, 1,500 videos. But a lot of these videos are about business, finances, investing, entrepreneurship, ownership, holding companies, systems, processes, leadership. They are about all the stuff that I teach, train, coach, and consult people on every day. And they still don't make up all of the content that we have on our university platform. They still don't make up all of the content I provide for my clients on a day-to-day basis. You know why? Because I'm always researching and developing. I'm always data mining. I'm always looking for more information. And the more information we give, the more information we find. The more information we find, the more information we give. Because we want to be the Google for holding companies. We want to be the Google for starting and structuring businesses, LLCs, divisions, subsidiaries. We want to be the Google for that. And you need to be the Google for that. So those are the 5 simple strategies for growing your sales. I got a question. Okay. We got a question on YouTube. Let's see what the question is. What's up, Masked? What's up, Ramon? Do you think most businesses struggle to scale? Yes. A good example is I started another location, but there's a lot of theft at the new location. So I'm just going to close it. I'm still looking for a new location with less theft. Oh, wow. Yes. But the question is, do you think most businesses struggle to scale? Yes, most businesses struggle to scale. A lot of the reasons why most businesses struggle to scale is not because they don't have good products and services. A lot of businesses struggle to scale because they don't have the proper business structure or infrastructure. All right? A lot of businesses fail and don't scale because of that. Think about it. If you don't have the right shoes on, let's say if you're a runner, if you are a runner and you could run 4 seconds or 40, you could run a 40-yard dash in 4 seconds, or you could run a 5K marathon. That's cool. But your ability to run is going to be determined by the type of shoes you put on. It's going to be determined by that, because if you just put on any shoe, when you get like a quarter of a mile down the road, your feet going to start hurting. You're going to start twitching, and by the time you get 2 miles down the road, you're going to be like, oh my God, I can't go 3 more miles. This is a 5K or whatever it is, because you don't have the right support. And so a lot of businesses that struggle with scaling, they struggle with scaling because when they start, even if they start correctly with the LLC, most of the time they don't start correctly. But let's say you did start correctly, all right? You start your business correctly. You got your holding company, you got your divisions, you got your subsidiaries, all right? So these are baby LLCs that's owned by the main LLC, and your divisions are business operations. These are business operations that may operate within the ecosystem of your holding company. Just with this structure alone, when you have an idea, whether your idea is a store, whether your idea is some other type of service, if you package that idea, introduce it to the market, and let the market determine what the value of that business activity is, this will be your proof of concept. This will be your proof of concept. So like, for example, with the question my man just asked, it's starting a physical brick and mortar location and running into theft and so many other things. I mean, some things you can't avoid. Some things are just going to happen, but some things could be avoided or mitigated or minimized in the research and development phase, where maybe it didn't need to be a physical location. Maybe it needed to be online, and maybe you needed to market it and promote it differently so that you can have massive attention, generate enough revenue so that the brand becomes big enough that no matter where you drop it in at, or you could drop it in a location that's more, but you have the money to back it up. A lot of this scaling issue up here, most businesses never get here. I mean, I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get there. So getting to this place of scale is hard. And making sure you work out all the kinks of your systems, your processes, your people, your products, your services. Like, it's so much work that has to be done before scaling ever happens. And when you were trying to jump from start, maybe the structure phase, all the way to scale, and you don't have all this figured out, it's not going to work. That's one of the reasons why my company hasn't scaled yet, because we're still working out all this. And yes, we're making money. Yes, we're doing good. But I'm also aware of the fact that true scaling is going to come as a result of us having proven all these things out. So that's why a lot of businesses never scale, because they're not scalable material. It's nothing that they have that can be really duplicated. So I appreciate all of you. If there's anything we can do, I want to serve you in whatever capacity. You know, all you have to do is text us, call us, it would be better to text us, because we'll know that you are serious about starting and structuring your business so that you can scale it to the next level. And it's going to require, if you're going to scale your business, it's going to require you having it structured correctly, having your systems in place, your processes in place, having your products and services polished, having them packaged, having them priced right, being able to take them to the market, learn how to sell, learn how to market. These are things you got to learn the financial responsibilities behind running your business, the operational responsibilities. All these things you got to learn before you ever get to scale. If you don't learn them, you will not get to scale. And if for some strange, unusual, once in a lifetime reason you do get to scale, you're going to come back down. You're going to crash because you don't have the infrastructure to support it. So text Millionaire to 404-478-7213. I'm super excited about this week for all of you. I hope you have an amazing Monday. I'll see you tomorrow, same place, same time, right here on the Ramon Preston Show.